Hello? What it hit for? What it hit for? P- uh, p- p- uh, uh, um, p- pushing P. Is that you? Nate, talk to me, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, Nate? Dancing Nate, Meek, Wavy. It's time to make something happen. It's like I almost can't believe it. Finally. I mean, you would have thought this mother flipper was never coming out. My man said it's good to hear the intro music, man. You know I ain't gonna let you down on a Friday, man. Get up in here, man. Welcome to the palace, man. Summer dance decided. It was time. You understand what I'm saying? It's about goddamn time. It's about goddamn time. Let's just go ahead and make it happen, man. I want to see and talk to the people, man. It's Black Air. It's time, man. It's time. It's time, man. What's the word, man? What's going on with y'all, man? Talk to the doc, man. Tell me something good, man. Talk to the doc, please. I feel like every time I'm on here, man, all I do is talk. Where are y'all at, man? Y'all just be watching and listening and chilling, but y'all don't be doing none of the talking. What's going on with y'all, man? Who copped some gear? Let's talk about some important things, man. We got Mustafa Cervello. We got the regulars. You know what I'm saying? The people I would know would already be here. Uh, Waiting for the title saying one day Wadey is back. Hey, look, man. I had thought about it my damn self, and I said, somebody gotta let Wadey know Schizo's still on the scene. You know, you know, like when say like a top secret mission took place. You know what I'm saying? Something real serious. You know what I'm saying? Like G classified, you know, type stuff. And then they say, they went all the way to Tijuana. You know, shit got real rough. Motherfuckers was dead all over the place. But that one nigga y'all set out to get, y'all thought he was dead, but he wasn't. Now, 20 years later, you got to suit back up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. Because I saw Schizo was he was back. He was back. You know, I ain't seen nothing from Schizo, and I'm talking a long time. I'm talking a long time. We all know where he's been. We all know what he's been in. You know? Oh, just the thought of it. I bet you he probably don't even fuck with them jokes. Because I think there was a time period when you... I don't know him personally. I don't know if he's the joking type of cat. You know? I just can't wrap my head around... It's not for me to do, though. That's his life. You know? If he wanna date really old people, Wadey might get out of retirement just to retire skits. I don't know, man. I don't know. He been doing music. He been doing more than music. I'll tell you that right now. He been doing more than music. He got mad good songs. Oh shit, we got might have to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Might have to check it out. Might have to see what it hit for. What's the word on the music? Okay. All right. Is it on the tube? Is it on the tube? Let me know right now, Wavy. All jokes aside, I seen he was back doing, I think it was judge showcases. I just haven't seen him in the dance space for a very long time. For a very long time. So I was taken back a little bit, like, oh shit. In the flesh, SKITZO? Dude was like a ghost for a real long time. But it was just cool to see him move again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if maybe he had a contract, you know what I'm saying? And then Wadey was like, look, nigga, after this, I better not catch you dropping another one of these. You know, I better not see you do another bone break for at least a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Before I have to come back and do what I do best. And I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, maybe that's what it was. PDRG 948. That's a whole lot you got going on there, Android 948. What's up, chat? You forgot the B in the Rubik's title. I forgot the what? It say Rubik's. Good looking out, man. Good looking out, man. You know it's always something up in here, man. That's also a problem. Let's just take forever out. It say Ruix. Who is Ruix? All right, man. We got about 30, 50 people in here. One thing we got to do. I'm sick of this code or this mental lack of awareness we have here. When you in the palace, understand this. Respect my shit. Let me bring the mic a little bit closer just in case you didn't hear, motherfucker. Respect my shit. When you come up in here, greet the people. You know what I'm saying? Have a little smile. Hey, how you doing? You know, good morning. And hit the like button. Like this. I mean, I shouldn't still be telling y'all this, man. To hit the like button. Show some love, man. Get on the other motherfuckers for not doing it. They ain't your shit. This the palace. I mean, where else y'all got to go? This is the only place y'all need to be. You know what I mean? Like, it blow my mind. It blow my mind that y'all still don't come up in here holding it down. Holding it down. Now I see the likes going up. You know, but it's like y'all would let them disrespect what we got up in here. Y'all would let them do it. Take a look at the likes and y'all just want me to get up in here and just do all the work. God, let me read with the I gotta go back and put it on 1.5. I can't miss a second of the doc. I'll be back in the okay. All right, yeah, man. Get caught up. I mean, I didn't really say nothing, but you know. But first, I just want to know, I mean, what's going on, man? How everybody doing? I know I've been lacking on the videos. You know, let's just address the elephant in the room because I know y'all all thinking it, man. Y'all asking me where the fuck the video's at, and sometimes I be saying the same thing. We could talk about all that to break in the stream. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody up in here first, and let's just address what everybody been looking for. Y'all like where the video's at. One thing first, man. The doc was down bad. The doc was down bad. I thought I was about to have my leg amputated. I could barely move. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Kuta Kente, but not just the foot. I thought the whole leg. It was like something in my groin. Like this. It was real bad. I was down. Like I couldn't really move. I couldn't really function on the feet, on the legs. Oh hell! You got to be kidding me. That's Stampede. Stampede, please, bro. I'll change the whole course of what we doing here on the tube. Do you got time? Do you got time, Stampede, to flow rap? Because I know you be doing that on the Instagram, but I don't be. This my home. This where I be doing all the work, all the God's work. You know, talking to the people, getting the word out. It's like gospel for dance. You know what I mean? Do you got time, bro? Cause just you even being here, I didn't even know you was tapped into the tube. I didn't even know you was tapped into the tube. Stampede, we could talk about some US hip hop shit. I mean today. I just want perspective. I got questions and you top dog around here. I just want to know your thoughts. Your thoughts on stuff. Your thoughts on ethic and building and the future and planning and thoughts. Oh shit. Stampede, you got a Discord? You got a Discord, my man. If you got a Discord, look, I'm about to drop the link right now. I'm about to drop the link right now just so we can rap a taste. Just so we can rap a taste about some US hip hop. And get the people more familiar with who the fuck you are. Because if you don't, do not forget or think I've been slacking on my pimping. I'll slap the shit out y'all if y'all don't know who Stampede is by now. Anybody that is touching hip hop, especially if you're in the hip hop scene, you telling me you don't know who Stampede is? You better watch your mouth. Doc, do you think Rubik's dancing at every goddamn tournament kind of goes against him? I respect the grind, but he sometimes feels burnt out. Let's take that into consideration. The direct answer I would have to that question is no. I mean, battle as much as you want. The main thing is I try to understand perspective. Now, the perspective you have towards the assessment with him battling this heavy, that's a perspective I understand. We're creating a perspective around what he's doing. So he, of course, has his own reasons for why he does that. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to do what he's going to do. I don't necessarily think it will create a burnout. Maybe with us, maybe as far as the analytics, you know, maybe as far as like us assessing, because it won't be too much growth in between each battle for sure. But at the same time, I don't think that should objectively be anything within the state of watching the battle for what it is. Unless it's just a repeated problem, maybe that is just occurring within the battle constantly. But I feel like even within this idea that I don't know if he still is even really committed to within like calling it this, but the 2.0 aesthetic of his dance, I do feel like there's been a shift. Not necessarily meaning like, you know, the whole structure of his dance is changing. But I do feel like there's a conscious effort to implement some type of change in his dance. So I get the aspect of the burnout, but I don't necessarily think battling a lot is a burnout. I mean, for him, he has, like I was saying, a personalized reason, a goal perhaps, or maybe there's an incentive for him within the learning aspects of battling, or maybe he just wants to take every nigga out in Paris. You know, maybe he's the best and he gonna prove it to you and he gonna battle every week until this nigga makes sure all y'all know who the top dog around this motherfucker is, man. You know, I don't know. But I do know this. You best protect your neck. You know what I'm saying? He coming. He coming for you. And you. And you. You know what I mean? Anyone who say Rubik's battle me. Anyone who say Rubik's battle me right now, huh? Oh, anyone who say Rubik's battle me. Oh, right. What y'all saying? Is it just like a clear? Nah, people said Rubik's. Some people said Rubik's. It's not close, but people said Rubik's. It's not close, but it's not close at all. Trying to see if Stampede is able to join the Discord and we could flow real fast. Cause I mean, we're gonna get to the battles. We even gonna get to this fantasy dance league that someone took the time to like really cook up. You know what I mean? Stampede, look, all you gotta do, my brother, I'm in the general voice section, all the way at the bottom of the Discord. Not in the general chat where you're at. As a matter of fact, I need to join it on my laptop. Hey, someone subscribe? Oh, hold up. That's how we... I didn't even have the volume up. Can someone else subscribe and do it again? Just so we can hear it? Because that was my bad. I didn't have my Oh, shit. I had the volume up for that one. Here we go. Kid, man. Kid, bro. I went back to, I just liked it the other day. I don't know if you got a notification. Thank you for the dono, man. I went back to go watch just some old videos. Stampede, I'll be in the general chat section. If you could just pop in there, man. Then that way we can all hear your voice. You can turn your camera on if you want. But I was in there. I was just looking at old videos. I was kind of just reminiscing, going back, just seeing the body of work, because it still sometimes escapes me that I've been doing this shit for a long motherfucking time. I've been doing this shit for a long ass time, and I've been doing dancing way before I was doing all this commentating shit. Guys, we're talking about dance. We're not talking about Paradox clapping anybody's cheeks. I don't know what kind of sick, twisted shit y'all into. Because I would never be like, oh, man, Paradox clap them cheeks. That's not. You got to figure out how to, say that. I know what you mean. I think. Because maybe you literally do think he's clapping people's. Okay. In the general chat section, when you scroll down, Stamp, at the voice chat, it's going to have, like, you're going to see the doc is in there, in the general. All you got to do is hit that, and then, yeah, man. I got 633 videos. Is that what it says? No. That's not what that, no. Where do you see that at? Dragoon, I actually had a meme I wanted to send you, but you're not on my Discord no more. That's unfortunate. I had a, where did it show how many videos I have? I had a meme for, the nigga, Luca. That was on, I seen it on Twitter or something. I was going to send it to you, but of course, your inactive ass just, and then when you're not active on Discord, you get the boot. And after that, I can't save you. Yeah, Stamp. Scroll down in to the voice chat, where you see all the tabs that I have available for people to post, labs. They want to post their lab videos. They want to post some dance memes. They want to talk about dance. You got the palace section. You can share your merch. Oh, so that is you? Cause see, I be looking for Dragoon, not Dragon. There's a couple other people in here with Dragon in this shit. You in Discord every day? All right, my bad. My bad. That's my fault. I thought you were just inactive. I know you don't be in our Discord. You know what I'm saying? I know. Maybe you do. No, you don't. I be in this motherfucker. No, you don't. Yeah, Stampede, get up in here, man. Get up in here, Stamp. Come on, man. The people is waiting for you. Skits okay? Uh-oh. Oh, that's why I didn't change this to live. I'm over here missing chat. I do not have no 633 videos, though. I don't think so. That's just in the poll. I don't think it's going to get no better. Whoever voted for Rubik, show yourself. Kid, thank you for the $10, man. Appreciate you, dog. But you had you left a comment in that video, and it was just a real old video, and I'm like, damn, this nigga Kid was in here too. You know what I mean? But so I forgot I had to practice with John Doe. Like, I don't know if some of y'all know what that means, to be in a position where you're able to then get to a point where you dance with some of the best. You know what I mean? Like, taking that into consideration to understand the journey, because there was obviously a point where I'm just like a lot of y'all. I'm just climbing the ranks in my mind, mentally, to just train and lab and get to a point where I'm also in the state of me watching these old videos, just really assessing my dance. Like, when I get to this point to understand what I'm doing currently, and then I see what I've been doing for all these years, and then the drastic change and the evolution of my dance and the progressiveness, everything just puts me in a mental state of just understanding, like, wow. Like, I ironically came across a video on my Instagram that was to the same song within a practice clip that I just recently posted of me dancing, and I didn't know that. I didn't know I had got down to the same track, because there's not too many times where watch me dance to the same track from different time periods, and it's the same, same song, and it's been recorded. So then I was just really able to assess like what I was doing a couple years ago, and then I'm looking at what I'm doing now, and I'm like, wow, like I know y'all motherfuckers didn't go show no love because y'all didn't even go watch the shit. Everybody was looking like where the videos at, and I'm like, well, I mean, I know y'all just want, y'all didn't even show love to the doc. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong, man? Some of y'all be tripping. Oh shit, Stamp, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Stamp, is that you?
Yes, sir.
In the flesh. Oh, hey, look, man. I want people to understand certain things. I want people to understand certain things before I have this man speak. I got a lot of thoughts related to hip hop things that take place in the U.S., but I can't speak for the U.S. entirely because that means I'm talking about every state, and I don't know what happens in every state. But I can talk about primarily the things that happen in L.A. And I personally don't know too many people that I'm finna sit here and name as if I'm thinking who I'm finna have send out to represent hip hop. Who's finna be the people within the style itself that I think has the skills necessary to teach and put on for the people within the state of hip hop. There's not too many people that I can personally name. This motherfucker is one of them. So I need y'all to understand he has insight based upon the things that I react to and the knowledge that I have just from the overall of knowing of the shit, it being ours and everything else. I don't do it though. I watched it and I know it to be able to break it down and give perspective and understand of just dance components. But he know it. Like he know about the Buddhas and the links and everything, that the spoken word about hip. That's him. You know what I'm saying? So this would be the guy y'all need to tap into. Stamp, if you could do me a favor, even drop your Instagram in the chat. If you got on the YouTube, just y'all need to go look at them. Go watch them. You know what I'm saying? We watch a lot of European cats because they're the ones that's the most active. But y'all gotta know what's what still up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And Stampede is that guy, brother. Man, I'm happy to have you here, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm happy to be on, man. It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you so much for the kind words, man.
No, man.
Really appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We out here, just trying, evolving and trying. That's how we out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to keep pushing. And elevating what we doing out here, and hopefully, looking forward to more chances to share that on a bigger scale soon.
So let me just get this the first question out the way, man. What is your overall take if there is somewhat of, I don't know if you call it a scene, I don't know if you just call it a conglomerate. What is your overall take on like the state of what hip hop is in the U.S., I guess you could start with that, or just in our general area, like right now, because I know you might be more in tune to like, certain people that you work with specifically, but just beyond your people or beyond like Wild 7 or something like that, like how you just see the overall. And if I need to give more context, I know I could assess like how I look at popping. And if I just take a look around, I don't really see no popping nothing. I know people do it, but I just know there's nothing. Somebody come out here tomorrow and be like, man, I'm a popper, bro. What can I go to? I'm like, oh, well, I mean, somebody's house, you can go there. But I mean, that's kind of, like, what do you think about what hip hop is doing right now in the States?
I think in the States right now, what we have is we have a young scene, and I don't mean it literally in just like, literally in like age, but we have we kind of, for the first time, I feel like, at least since I've been active, and even from what I've known from before, this is like the first time the USA, at least over the last few years, has actually had what you could call, I guess, a hip hop scene.
I got you.
To be a little more formed. You're starting to see a more events pop up, more people throw and organize events. I think this year recently, I think this year we've had the most hip hop.
Got you, yeah, for sure. I'll give you that.
States.
Yeah.
For sure this year. So it's like, that's just like from my experience of like,
and that's a whole nother thing too. Honestly, that's a whole nother thing. Like just the lack of even just categorized or focused battles. But yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, other than that, I mean, the state of everything right now. I mean, Yes, it's very young. I feel like not necessarily all the dancers itself, but it's a young what's happening right now is still very it's very early on.
Mm.
Like you're starting to see the dancers, or more dancers who choose to identify, are like who choose to take on the art or the form or whatever you want to say when you like
Yeah.
categorize something like. So you're seeing more dancers kind of take on the mantle or want to take on the mantle. So that's kind of refreshing, as well, because like I feel like when I know when I felt like I was getting active, even though from where I was at or like where we were at, like even though we were getting active in that area, it kind of was like it felt like it was just that little area, and then
Sure.
some other people from other areas, spotty here and there, but so yeah, I think like as far as like where we are and like how I describe what's happening with like USA hip hop right now, it's very young right now, very young right now. You got and then you have a mixture of older age dancers and younger age dancers. Very young and I think people are still we're still figuring things out a little bit.
Now, in the way you might envision it potentially, if you have any of those type of like fantasy, like goal oriented progressive states for where you would want it to be, is there ultimately something within what you maybe look at it for now and then think that you would want it to be? And is there anything that you would think within like what needs to happen for that in order to be a thing?
Mm. I mean, I think for me, I think the biggest thing is just like wanting there to be a respect for a general respect for the. I feel like for the USA, for the dancers here. I feel like
Mm.
for the hip hop scene here. I just feel like I'm not saying that there's no respect, but I
Mm.
feel like just having a mutual respect amongst everyone else would be super dope, and that's something that's not just given, though I understand as well. Like it's not just given; it's very much earned.
Mm.
The way the other countries and other areas respect each other, and they have their little armies, I guess you could say, so to speak, of
Mm.
dancers and whatnot. It's a big reason why they all have the general respect amongst each other that they have.
So
They're
you
willing to
you would
go
say
to
the
each other
respect
for.
factor is something more internal than external, or do you want the respect more so from the
Um,
externally from the people outside, like the Europeans or something?
um, I mean, for me personally, I'm at a point where it doesn't super matter anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
I understand why the external support is important, because it's like when you have people being asked about if the USA even has dope hip hop dancers,
Mm-hmm.
or if there's anyone who could does that here, and people don't really think of anyone at all, or
Yeah,
people don't even consider it a any type of threat. There are people who won't, and this is what I mean. Like there are people who won't. If we had a battle, so we are having more hip hop battles now, right?
gotcha.
We're traveling amongst each other and things of that nature. But there's not. We don't have enough respect yet to where someone would see from somewhere else would see, oh, there's a hip hop battle happening there, and they would make the effort to come out here.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just something that would be dope. It would be dope to see, because we definitely aspire to do the same, to go to other places and stuff. But that's not fully on us. That's not like I said too. That also reflects on the scene just being a very young scene still,
Mm-hmm.
and still coming together. Um, but yeah, so I feel like the respect. I feel like from a scene perspective, like when you look at the scene would want an external respect.
Gotcha.
I think that's what would benefit the scene, would be external respect. But I think for me, it's just all internally. Like if I know that I have respect, if I know I have respect amongst these people and stuff of that nature, of course that's always gonna sit right. You know what I mean? That's
Gotcha.
gonna feel good to have that internally. Like I don't need you to be blowing my stuff up or anything like that or all that jazz.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
not
for
nothing
me,
selfish like for you.
yeah, yeah. Me, I don't care on that stuff. I just know I know, and I separate, and that's I guess talking and separating it right now. Because I know for me, it's one thing. I
Yeah.
know for like what the scene might need for the scene to continue to thrive, it would be a different thing.
I got you. I can understand that. Two separate.
Yeah.
Then within like even more so what you feel like you would want specifically within like if you had the means to do so, like if you had, like I was specifying, like something more fantasy, like in the way, like if whatever problems you would then give yourself within why you can't create that, like that don't work, that doesn't necessarily matter right now.
I can't.
Like if you had the money, if you had the opportunity to connect with whoever, like what would you think would probably help the state of the scene out here, give it more of that respect, or people take it into consideration, the people out here, like what do you think is missing right now that could probably alleviate those problems, to be able to get us to that point where more names are being considered in the state of, you know, whoever anybody is talking about, or there's more like involvement for maybe just because I think the only thing I really see as far as the U.S. is just opportunity for some one individual to go and maybe compete at like something within like some exhibition, and then we get excited because, you know, Prince Wayne or Cozy, you know, like we see one and, you know, we just like, oh word, you know, Kanan is there, we see one, so it's like fuck it, we got in. But what else would you want for there to be more consideration, or what needs to happen for that consideration to even be a thing?
Well, I think for that to be a thing, one is not enough, and I think that is as much as we want to celebrate like the one, which we add, and I don't want to make it sound like we're not celebrating.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But it takes more than one, and I argue that you've seen this with other areas and other. I've been following, because I like, just to, I guess, give a little bit of why I'm about to say what I'm gonna say, because I've been following like hip hop battles and stuff, or this hip hop dance scene, I guess you could say, overall for a pretty long time actually. I feel like I got into watching videos and stuff early on, and one thing I noticed about when certain dancers from certain areas started really making a lot of noise in a good way, a lot of it was because, and this was back when YouTube had like all the footage in the world, you know what I mean, like before everything. What you notice when you would like see battles and stuff is you'd see like it'd be a number of people at these events. Like I think a lot of French people, you know, shout out to them, would be able to tell you that about the Germans, for instance. Like when the German guys from Germany started hitting Paris or wherever they were hitting, they were always going in like groups. Like it was always like a group of them, and you know, that did a lot of wonders for them as a whole. You know, as a group, because they were able to show that we don't just got one person who's like nice. We got a group of us, for sure. Group of us who are doing things. So it definitely takes a group. It would take a group effort on the travel front. People traveling as a group, and that even, it doesn't always have to be like massive groups either, but just like, you know, small little groups that could travel and things of that nature would be super dope and would be very helpful for that, you know, for that to be a thing. I feel like because you can't just expect, you know, sending one person is dope. It is nice, you know what I mean, and it's great. It shows like the teaser, but if you could show that there's more going on here, so you're able to show that usually with groups, like you have a group of people and some people are from the same crew, maybe some people aren't, it helps with showing that.
I got you, because I even had a talk with Tyler where I had just I had taken into consideration, based on me being out there multiple times now, to like assess what the energy is like out there, or just overall naturally, like, you know, I've watched shit on video, but let me see like what it is in the flesh, and maybe there's that distinct difference, and there drastically is. But even more so in like me realizing that, and again, since I don't necessarily compete in these hip hop brackets, just asking Tyler, who's another valid cat amongst you two, to where I would think if I'm gonna have someone represent US, like you two are valid. And so asking him, as being one of those cats, he also alluded to some of the things in where he was speaking on, like, there's certain components that he feels like he still needs to brush up on within his dance to feel like he can compete however he envisions himself doing whatever he wants to do. And that's respectfully something that's, of course, for him. Some people might feel like they're ready, and some people might be living in some illusion that they think they're ready. But regardless, do you feel like within where people are at, like skill wise, that there could be more of what I would look at as like a community like aspect that forms again to where people can build together as well as travel together, because I would want the traveling aspect or the things for people to group up and do things to have like a, like you said, like an army go together. But then, like, I want to know also, is there like anything that maybe even you're a part of already, or something that you know that takes place where people are like building together as well? Because I don't know if I see that personally too much, but maybe you do.
Yeah. And like that's another nail on the head right there, right? Like the building together and unity, because that's what's also going to help us elevate our skill level. Being able to build together, you know, the valid people or people feel are valid already getting together with people who may or who ain't there yet, and all these people kind of interacting in advance and amongst each other with dance and stuff.
Yeah.
What I would say is like, I think the closest thing we're getting to that, comes from the fact that, we're having these events now, because
Got you.
I made more connections. What's up? Hold on.
No, handle.
I made just my daughter, y'all. I made more connections with a lot of different cats because of that.
All right.
I'm part of things that, and some of the things I'm part of right now is just kind of like amongst coordinators, people who are coordinating events and stuff. We're all kind of like in cahoots together on that note. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to take people like intermingling with dance, amongst each other with dance. I think that we also got to kind of like, you always got to put the goal at the forefront as well for things like this to like work well, for people to brush up. But I mean, yeah, bro. I think that gets solved with it. I think the events, man. I think the events and I mean, I don't really get this events. Things that are event like, I guess, too. If that makes sense.
I got you.
So they don't have to be necessarily like an event spot on, but things that are event like that create space for us to come together.
For sure.
Be together and those things. We used to have like group sessions and things of that
Right. Because I was gonna break that down heavy in terms of like my perspective within the assessment of that, because I feel like the dance right now primarily is just dance battles. I don't think there's anything that really takes place with any type of importance like what there used to be when it was fleshed out and there was more involvement in other areas. But now it's just dance battles. That's the only thing niggas care about. But I don't think within the state of how I've seen, like the state of, if I'm focusing on growth, I don't feel like as if niggas been crazy getting better because everybody just keeps battling. Like especially in this all-style bracket, within how we like we're talking about that or kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. I think right now in the state of like how I'm seeing stuff, I think people can go battle for 100 battles straight, and I don't necessarily see like that, like unless there are some people that are taking that battle or those experiences and they're literally trying to like use their mental to apply whatever they're learning in that state to then change or like I know people are learning, but in that state of like it actually feeling like it has weight, I feel like people just do it. People just battle just to battle, or people just go to stuff just to go. But I don't know how often I feel like I've seen, even watching people like really come out of something learning something, or like the state in which they get all this information from all these other dancers. I feel like as if back in the day, like when I would watch all these people, especially when I was watching poppers and it was popping events, like I was able to assess Slim or like people of that caliber, and then like I would just take all this information because I know when I go home, I know what I need to work on. Like I already know the gap. I already see like what they throwing out. I already see like the level. I already recognize the difference, and I'm like, yo, I got a whole bunch of homework I got to work on. And I don't necessarily know if every person applies this mentality within like the state of growth, because it looks as if people are just doing like events can be happening, and I've seen it in the state of classes where people can go to the classes and they'll follow, but I just don't feel like there's a larger gap in between that number of how many people I said within how I look at you and certain other individuals, where I don't feel like that list of how many people I'm finna sit here and call upon to represent US has gotten larger. I just feel like it's like they're still the same people.
Longer, yeah.
Um,
Well, because it's like you said, I think like a big part of what something you're saying, like because battling and entering battles, right, is only one aspect of the battle.
yeah,
And one aspect of growth, especially like you said, because a lot of people don't understand that after a certain point, they battle like using battling as a growth measurement is tricky because the thing is, I tell people sometimes I know what it takes to win a battle,
for
right?
sure,
Like
for
I
sure,
know what
yeah.
it takes to win a dance event. I know, but but being able to do it differently or being able to do it under different terms is where like it becomes difficult, or like learning different ways to do it is what becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Because I feel like and that is the one, and that's like the growth factor. That would be the growth factor when you start trying to accomplish these things in different ways. But a lot of people also don't focus on trying to accomplish these things in different ways because a lot of people just want to get the dub. You know what I
I
mean?
feel
Like
like that's the
I
perspective
want to get the dub,
that's the primary
and that's
focus. Yeah, everybody wants to win a
yeah, that's the
battle,
primary focus.
and then there's even what I would feel like to be like of course that battle mentality where people's dance have conformed to just being important for dance battles. Like this the state in which
Yes.
there's a certain level of moves you throw out, or there's a certain way in which you build your dance because it's beneficial for a dance battle. Like even
Yeah.
talking to Robo when he came back, because the perspective I feel like when people go out there, he reminded me of when I first went out to like Europe in like 2019 or something, because at the time when I went and I came back, there was way too much happening, way too much involvement, and then I'm looking at it where there's like way too much separation to me in the lack of what's provided out here. And of course I know there's so many different things that people can talk about within why things are a certain way, but regardless, I'm not really focusing
Yeah.
on those whys. I'm just focusing on what I saw as far as the gap. And so then I come out here and
Yeah.
I have this mental of like all the things that I would want to have changed. And so Robo came back and we were having a talk within like all the things about the state of the battles and the dancers out there. But then one component of the conversation was
Yeah.
definitely him talking about like the game to like how you said, knowing how to win a battle. And then there's certain things that you have to do to win a battle that you might not want to have in your dance or you might not want to do, but you have to do that. And that kind of reminds me of the what's it called, the Henry Link post, you know, that you saw at the summer dance.
Yeah.
And it's just like sometimes I feel like it's unfortunate because I feel like there are two aspects of the dance right now. There's like just free dancing, and I can personally attest to that because I haven't been battling no more. But I know within the state of my practices, I feel like I've ascended like a lot farther than what I was when I was just focusing on battles. And popping for sure has like that limit because you got to just pop all day. You can't really maneuver in your movement as much as freely as you would like to because you have to just pop, and you got to pop to 1980s tracks only and funk, and that's like real limiting. But if I wasn't focusing on that, or when I stopped focusing on that, I felt like my dance just grew because I was just allowing my body to move and I wasn't really caring about all those things. But when I focused on the battles again and I recognize how people dance, and I feel like for sure I'm able to notice people just dance like this because they've been conformed to just only thinking and prioritizing battles. And then that's the only reason why niggas are moving the way that they're moving, because they see like what Link said, what wins battles, and this is what you could add to your dance right now. So ultimately, I feel like there is that space, like you had mentioned, where people focus on the battles, and that's what shapes their dance ultimately.
Yeah, it is. It's a big shaping factor. It's something that like if you want to be a competitive dancer that wants to push your growth, you got to kind of find a balance in it.
Yeah.
I like the conversations I have with some of the younger cats is always that, and I also like, and sometimes in having those conversations with them, and not that anyone ever that there's big discourses or nothing, but just kind of remembering that. Okay, well, that also comes with where people are at their time with
Sure.
times and things of that nature. And some people it is, bro. Some people really just want these battles, and it's like that's not what's gonna get you to like because when I won certain events, I would feel a lot better or more hype than I felt.
Say that part one more
Happened,
time. Say that part one more time. You got cut out.
So, when I was saying that when I won certain battles, that I thought I would, I thought I would feel better. Like my reaction to winning some of these battles, I thought would be a lot more than what it was.
Sure.
Right, and when I experienced that is when I really started being like, okay, like, this is, and that's coming off of like a battle heavy type. I think like at that point, like for a year, I was like battling really tough for like a year. I think that was like a big realization, a big kind of like change in fact, the kind of factor that changed everything. And also even watching because I'm big on watching interviews. I don't watch a lot of footage of people, but I'm very interested in people's like workshops, what they be saying in workshops,
sure,
stuff like that. And I think I was watching, like, there was this one interview, or like it was like an hour long thing up that I see.
Hold on. Hey, Chef, you still here? Chef, if you still here, you got time, man. You next, nigga. What? Chef in the chat right now.
Oh, what?
So I was trying to see if he got time too. Yeah, after I rap with you, I can rap with him and see what he's saying.
Yeah.
But my fault.
Yeah. Oh no, you good. I was watching an icy class, and he was saying, like, with competing, there becomes a point where for you to grow, or for what you want to display, like, because that's the goal. Even if you're competing a lot, you get to a point where you don't want to feel like you're doing the same stuff year after year.
Yeah, for sure.
Month that, like, you don't want to be 6 months down the line, like, unlike some people.
For sure.
Unlike other dancers, maybe in other areas.
Some people don't have that problem, bro. They gonna do the same shit forever.
Yeah. Some people don't, but a lot of people if you want to become a master, you want to really push your skills to the next level, you gotta start. When you start, and sometimes it comes with, okay, maybe this day I want to focus on just like, man, I'm trying to bring the party to the event. I'm just trying to focus on dancing like that at the party.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm trying to make my movement. Maybe my goal for my movement is I want to make myself more wavy, fluid with my movement.
Yeah.
So maybe this battle I should be focused on, like, it's kind of like giving yourself in a sense concepts. And you look at someone like that. One of the I tell people all the time, I and no disrespect, I think overseas scene is great. I don't look up to a lot of people over there, though. He's one of the people, though, I do look up to. And when you look at him, that's a master. That guy's a master, man.
Yeah.
He's a very masterful, and that's something that's not given lightly in the terms of hip hop, especially when you're talking about people who aren't from, not necessarily.
Yeah, I got you.
And that's something that's given. That's something that's given to him by, like, the people who created the dance.
Right.
And that's something that those people, and that's not something that's easily earned. So. But adapting that mindset, though, and trying to give that mindset to people, bro, it's hard. Because like you said, like, when I started focusing on my dance for my dance, and just like kind of for myself outside of just like competing and stuff like that, I feel like it's when I hit the most growth. I feel like where I am right now is a big factor because of that. You know what I mean? And I think that I hope that
I got you. Bro, hit me with this, man.
Bro, it's different things.
For the sake of awareness, just to leave off on a note to give people something to look to. When you're alluding to the people in which you feel like are of that caliber as far as masters or anything considerable to who you think are like elite cats that you do look up to, at top 3, top 5, it don't necessarily have to be in some specific order, but who are you thinking that first come to mind that you need people to know about, or who is not necessarily from an angle like these are the slept on dancers, or they could be famous, it don't really matter, like, but who are those people that y'all got to tap in, y'all got to know what's what, and these are the people that y'all could go to just watch and gain information from? Who are some of those heads that you would name, just so you could leave people with something to go look into after our conversation and after the videos or whatever else?
Man, that's crazy. Man, masterful are people who are like very like versed in their dance. I feel like are pretty versed or have been versed in their dance. I mean,
even if it's not like to that extent, like if it's not that many people, but just at that high of a caliber, like, just those type of dancers that you would name drop for the sake of giving that to someone else to look into to gain insight and perspective and information, or whatever else. Maybe even just your favorites or whatever. But
Okay, I think someone for sure. I always would tell people gold. I always would tell people gold. Good gold. For those who don't know, and then I would say
who?
intricate. Intricate.
Oh, he was the first. He was the first person.
Chicago. Him gold. Gold was the.
Oh, you said gold. Okay, okay. I didn't hear what you said. That's why.
Gold. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I said gold. Intricate.
And see, these be the things that blow my mind, even just off of those two people alone. I know nobody in here respectfully know who they are. Like it's just, yeah. Or maybe few, maybe one or two people or something like that. But it's just sometimes it just like throw me off, like damn. But I don't know.
Yeah, but it's understandable. You know what I mean? It's off, but it's understandable because again, like our scene isn't like our scene. I guess this one I don't want to. Too much off, but yeah, it's understandable because like our scene isn't very big on. Even when I think I always tell people, random sidebar. I think another big thing that's important is presentation. How that stuff is recorded.
For sure, it is, especially now.
So
especially now.
Yeah, especially now. So we don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of footage.
No, we don't.
That's really great.
Yeah, we don't.
All these people in these settings either.
We don't.
So yeah, gold, intricate. Man, hold on, because I'm thinking of someone from. I'm trying to think of this person from someone else.
Sure. At least within those two people alone, chat. Go look them up, man. Go look them up. Michael Tran. If you could, you know who Intricate is. If you could just, if y'all know who he's talking about, just for the sake of not having to bombard him with extra work. If y'all at least know Michael Tran, it seems like you know Intricate. You saying he's crazy, which he is. Drop a link of something that connects them, connects people to their platform. Like most of it is just Instagram. So
socials or it's IG socials. Yeah, I think like off the top of my head, I and that's crazy, right? That's like a SoCal cat. It's one from SoCal, one from NorCal.
Yeah.
I want to give up. I want to give up to somebody else, some other cast. I'm like, man, off the top of my head, I'm just like, it's also there's a rush of people, y'all. It's not
for sure.
Nah,
but I know it's just a spur of the moment that I'm just throwing that at you, so it ain't no thing. Like if you didn't come up with nothing.
Yeah. What's his name? He's super dope. He's Florida. I think he changed his name though. I think it's Win now. He used to go by.
Cause that's all that nigga do, That's that. I mean, I get it.
Win.
Okay.
Yeah, Win. I know Win is dope. Someone else who I feel like is definitely getting to like a level like because I see them starting to get comfortable with themselves and starting to really, and I'm excited to see where they go from there. I think even Chef, bro. I think Chef, like where Chef is going. Where I see Chef going right now is really dope to see. I could tell you he's getting comfortable. So I don't know if he's still here, Chef.
I know that's why I tried to see if he'd get in here, but he didn't respond.
Yeah, and I know that's a big, people's growth and stuff. So and that's someone I'm gonna look. I'm definitely like watching, for sure. So shout out Chef. And Brother E, I think Brother E for sure. You know what I mean?
Now see, he been on the move. He been working.
Yeah, he been on the move. And then E, Wayne, and then X. I think X for sure. X from Floridians.
Oh, okay. I was like X. I'm thinking you're talking about Bone Breaking X. One to watch. I mean, he always got some dope. He always cooks up some pretty dope stuff. Nice. I mean, I even just seen what's his name battled. I didn't fully watch it, but him he battled Larry the Hans.
Oh yeah, Hans.
I gotta check that out. Hans just battled Larry. So
yeah, I gotta check that out too. They'll probably be here. They might be here next week. So
I got you.
That'll be interesting. Very excited for next week.
Wait, who gonna be where?
At freestyle session next week.
Oh, you think the twins are gonna be out here?
Potentially, I think anyone who's out here right now that's from other countries is fair game to say it's fair game to say that anyone from any other country who's here right now,
Majid gonna be there for sure. That's confirmed.
Yeah, of course. Majid is confirmed.
You think he bringing people with him?
He might. He might have convinced one of his homies to come out here with him.
If I'm thinking one of his people, I'm the first person I'm thinking is Frankie D. That's my guy, but I'm thinking he would be here with him.
Yeah, definitely he would be here with him. Of all people, I would say Frankie D. I could see Frankie coming here before I'd see other people stepping over here. I think off of the invite win and things of that nature. But yeah, I know he's gonna be here, so that's what I'm saying. Like, they out here in the States already. I can see them popping up. It is the first time that there's been a hip hop category for freestyle session. So
what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. I think it's gonna bring out. They got a fire panel, a dope panel, pretty diverse panel. The only thing we don't really need, I don't know who's DJing for sure for that category. As long as they deliver, we can be here for quite a day.
Yeah.
As long as they deliver on their app, we gonna see what's up. Yeah.
Well, shit, I'll see you then, man.
Yes, sir. You'll see me there, boy.
Freestyle session, man, coming, I think, on the I think it's at the 19th. What date is that?
Yeah, it's like the 19th and the 20th.
Yeah, 19th and the 20th. Yep. All right. Shit, man. Y'all know the Palace is gonna be locked in. I'm about to react to all that shit and talk about it, break it down. I'll be there. Popping is a whole different conversation. I'm not really looking forward to none of it, but the hip hop shit for sure. I just know Hoan will be there too. So like I said earlier, like I'm finna just really just watch. Cause I never seen Hoan dance before, personally. So to watch that, I know I'm finna lock in and just assess a whole bunch of information. But otherwise, there's too much shit that I just don't really fuck with within popping. The state of where it's at. Like I feel like everything that you're talking about is more progressive within like the aspects of the dance and where the future of it goes. I don't feel like there's a future for popping. I feel like it's just been the same old shit on ice. And new people can get in here, but they gonna be the ones converting to go back into the 80s as opposed to the dance coming into the 2000s or even this current generation. But yeah, man, thanks for pulling up to the Palace, bro. For sure.
Of course, bro.
I gotta have you come back and then see if Chef or maybe some other cats can get in here. We can just rap hip hop or something.
Yeah, bro, that'd be super dope. We could definitely set up some shop on that tip. And that'd be hard. I think that'd be hard to get cats together just to rap about it.
That's ultimately what I want. I mean, I'm still only operating out my room, but essentially once I get like a warehouse or something set up, I just want to be able to have like that podcast-ish. Just like, I know people talk, but I don't think there's enough. Well, maybe I don't necessarily know what people are doing, so I can't really say what that is, but I just know I want to be able to talk and I want to be able to link people together that can create something in a way where I'm saying the same thing that I know I'm doing with Metals Palace to try to brand it to a point where I could be able to do and create more opportunities. I know people have already expressed probably thousands of times problems within the shit, but now it's like, even when I took into consideration where I'm at in my age and also in our like years of being within the dance, the niggas we was looking at when we were younger, we are now of that age. So it just puts me in a perspective of understanding like we have to be able to like lead the charge now, or at least all the people that feel like they have that ability to do so, because there's obviously a lot of lack ofs. But nothing is really going to change until we do something, just because the OGs are the OGs or the people before us of like a generation, like a Slim, they're going to do what they're going to do. Or like, I just don't see nothing drastically changing until someone takes lead or takes the charge to do so. So I know that's based on us. And that's why I want to have talks with people to be able to like also create opportunity within like maybe doing something collaboratively, but also doing it in a way where we can create like opportunity for other people. So hopefully one day in the future we could all like link up on some like just chill shit and just rap and just think about ideas and then actually put one together or something. It don't even have to be a battle. It could just be anything, like just like a way to connect with people. Like if it could be a one-time thing, it could be consistent, but whatever. It's just open to just possibilities. So yeah, man, I want to do that with all the people that I know is valid. So you being one of them, definitely gotta have you there.
Yes, sir. Heck yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna see you next week, brother.
All right, bro. Be easy.
You too, G.
Man, everybody, that was Stampede, and look, man, that was a conversation of all conversations. If what happened, man?
Can I use your journal?
My what? Oh, yeah. Um, that was a conversation of conversations right there. To start it off, and man, that was unexpected. That's not within the titles. That's not with nothing I'm talking about. And look, we got Chef coming up next. Got me on the next one, man. After, get me on the next one, man. After freestyle session. Okay, we got a lot to talk about then. After freestyle session, that's gonna mean there's a whole bunch to report because I don't know. He just kind of put that into perspective for me. I don't know who finna show up at this motherfucker. To be quite honest with you. I have no idea who's finna show up. Now that I just took that into consideration, because I think I saw Larry where it had stated he was in Philly, and I didn't even really put that together. I didn't really put that together like, oh shit, he's in the States, so that means he could be here next week. You know what I mean? And my biggest thing is this. My biggest thing, and this is for Chef, this is for anybody. Because I've already spoken this, and I guess I want to keep speaking on it just because this is my plan. I've already contacted people in regards to making this a thing, potentially if they both want to work with me. And the reason why I spoke even with Stampede, like in the ways of establishing like business like opportunities, is because I think a lot of people operate within their name, and so within that you can create opportunities that maybe only go so far unless you end up creating something that is more branded, because how far your name will go will maybe create opportunities for you, but unless you do something within that space or that power that you have to then have that help or benefit other people, most of the time I know the only people that really benefit from that is the person that is gaining notoriety. Like Metal's Palace is growing, and because of that, I then get to then interact with people or go to certain things and bring that information here. It's more of a collaborative thing, and then it's just like I benefit because I don't really get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody donated. Who Kid was the only person that donated $10. Y'all got it at 30 likes, abysmal. You know what I mean? I don't really get too much out of this shit. It's just extra work. But at the same time, I know I'm still building something that is in place to then create more opportunity later down the line. And so with that, I know I've already specified. I've talked to people within the camp of Beyond the Moves. And one of the biggest things that I already implement within my practices is to practice in a way where I feel like when I talk to Stampede about growth, I'm trying to grow within my dance for the sake of just growth. Some people, I think, primarily focus on moves. They focus on aspects of their dance that will then benefit them for a battle. But I don't think that always alludes to growth, just because that creates signature-like mentalities, or that creates more limiting focuses because you're trying to only come up with like a combo, or you're trying to do like a heavy punch. That could overall be impressive and entertaining, but I don't think that essentially helps break down some of the detrimental areas of your dance where you're not really progressing within your timing. Like I know a lot of people do this because they just see people do that, but how often do you really feel like you understand music and then you demonstrate that even in your round where you're going through different layers of rhythms and you're changing up your tempos, you're creating different dimension-like aspects within your dance to create polyrhythms with things. I don't see too many dancers break down all these components, even just musically. You know what I mean? But in the state of like where battles are at, I don't think that's even important. It prioritized his movement because that's the easiest thing to me to digest. But that to me is surface level shit. That's Red Bull shit. You know what I mean? If I'm a dancer and I'm really trying to take this shit seriously, I feel like there's so many components that's way more important than just someone doing a move, where like that is valid still. But personally, I'm thinking there's just more components. And with Beyond the Moves being a bigger platform than what I have at the moment to be able to orchestrate some stuff like this, I know I could do it per se, but I just think having them with me would allow the space in which where we can both benefit from, and especially all the people here, to be a thing that I came up with in my mind to be able to like have a Metals Palace collaboration with Beyond the Moves, because I felt like what I had already said, I identify with what they do in my practices. Like I do that already to push myself beyond what people do in a minute round, to actually reach levels of growth, to go beyond and then really dig, and then your signatures and your moves are only going to save you for a couple rounds. You know what I mean? But the state of like actually having vocabulary in your dance to flesh it out, you know what I mean? I think is super important. And so with Beyond the Moves, like my plan, just like talking about freestyle sessions, people are maybe even super excited to have, you know what I mean, Majid here. People are super excited to know Larry is here type shit. because to me, I would want to see where y'all stand with that. I would want to see with all the noise people talk. Maybe people think higher of themselves because they're from the West, or maybe people just think higher of themselves for whatever reason, or maybe people think that they are like what I said when I talked to Tyler, and he personally thinks there are some things that he still needs to work on that I think is very much a real perspective to have. It's a very humble perspective as well, because he is also a valid top cat that I think can rock with a lot of motherfuckers. But I understand the perspective. I just do, because I've been there. I've seen it. So to know what Majid might do, or to know if Larry goes, and everybody talks about his signature, but if y'all niggas don't win, not to say that winning is because I know that's how it creates the loop. But I feel like there is still an understanding of what he might do that can still make it to where it's like what you did skillfully is not at the same level. In a lot of different ways, it's not like one component that makes it to where Larry is better than you. There's like multiple things, potentially, all hypothetical. But the main gist of it with Beyond the Moves is because outside of what happened at Freestyle Session, where you get 1 round, 2 rounds, whatever, and it's like a minute, I do this within my practice, which is why I would want to work with them, because you're going to get like 6-5 rounds, unlimited time, and just go. There's nothing holding you back anymore. Like anything that you would think of within the state of the battles that would then create a problematic space for you to then think like, oh, I didn't have the time, or oh, I just couldn't, like whatever you would say. I don't think that exists with the Beyond the Moves factor, which is what I do in my practice. So now it's just, it's no restrictions. Go. Maybe you didn't do good the first round. That's fine. Maybe you didn't do good for the first round. You got the second round. You got the third round. You got the fourth round. If you did 6 rounds and you didn't do what you was planning on doing, the chances of that happening is very slim that it's even there. You got 6 rounds to tap in, you know. I think within the state of just something that could maybe benefit people to be able to push that boundary or to push that space to then elevate everyone's dance in the space of growing, I think is very beneficial. Regardless, even if there's any European cats, even if it's just for the state of anybody that's local, everybody can then just benefit from the space of just assessing your dance. Because I think within whatever happens after 6 rounds can pretty much be summed up to not just somewhat of opinion, but maybe it can be like these are some of the weak points in the shit. So if anything, these are some of the areas in which you could evaluate your dance better, because it's more fleshed out. It's more like something that you're able to tap into and recognize the weaker areas of your dance, because you had time now to break it down if you don't do that in your in your practices already. But those are just some of the aspects of what I feel like that's my goal or my plan for the sake of growth. And so then that's what I would want to do. Beyond the Moves next exchange battle should have all us and Asian dancers versus European dancers and give them a chance to show what they can do. I mean, I don't necessarily know their plans, like what their goals are. I just know within the space of like what you're assessing, I know I definitely want to be able to do something, not necessarily to create a battle like energy, because that I don't think that's what Beyond the Moves is. Beyond the Moves to me is literally an exchange. But I think within the state of you having all that time and freedom and possibilities within rounds leaves you with a lot of opportunity to then be able to finally express yourself that battles don't necessarily allow you to do. Or it's very difficult to tap into that. Like where you just got to go through a 45-second round and it has all these limitations or all these expectations even on what a battle round is supposed to be. In this particular light, you could just flow. You know what I'm saying? And your dance kind of speaks louder for itself than any combo necessarily or any just move, because it's beyond the moves. Like it's kind of like tailored to the name, but I resonate with that like 1,000%, which is why I personally do that. Anybody that comes to the Palace when they're labbing with me, these are the things, like I have my own regiment for how I set up everything here and the people that I work with. But at the same time, that's more so of a structure that I feel like does add to the growth of what a dancer can provide, that pushes them more so beyond just what they try to do for battles specifically. But I feel like that was a much longer segment of what I felt like I wasn't even planning to talk about. But shit, man. Again, thank you to Stampede for coming through to just rap about just this dance in general, but talking about hip hop. Like I said, people go check him out, man. Go check him out, man. There's too many cats that I think are slept on for sure. And I understand it, just like he said, I understand a lot of the reasons. But I understand also that there are still a lot of elite cats that y'all got to be tapped into, and that's my mission. That's my goal, to always be able to push out names especially if I can do it in this light, because it's harder to get people to. I understand. You know, like if I make a video and their name is not of any significance, I mean the chances of you clicking that is very low. So I don't necessarily put pressure on people for that, but I definitely want to be able to create a platform where essentially people come here because they know that they're in good hands. The doc is the place you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And so then no matter who I put out, y'all gonna be like, okay, let me see what the dancer is saying. You know what I mean? Let me tap in and see what's going on, because right now I know that's not the case. But I've talked to a lot of people. I talked to Cannon. I've talked to different heads. I've talked to Bruce before. Nothing crazy, but like I've talked to Bruce Kenji from Just a Boo. I've already worked with Cannon from Fusion Concept, trying to plan something for Beyond the Mood. But a nigga's working to create a bridge, and then I'm trying to work also in the States. More so, I can't do a lot of the stuff that I would want to do because of financial reasons. But I'm just a nigga that's trying. I'm just a nigga that's trying. You understand what I'm saying? He said, man, I feel like I have a lot to work on. I'm about to hit the lab now. Tap in with you soon. But yeah, for sure, man. I feel that. But that's the mentality that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather be with someone that knows what they own. They know what they could do. But if you the type of cat that don't think that you got to work, or it's just something within what you think, like, I gained this perspective a long time ago because someone had asked me like where I find, as far as a percentage goes, like where do I find myself with an understanding of how I demonstrate music in my rounds and shit like that, the things that y'all have seen, or at least if you haven't seen, I'm telling you, I can go pull it up on the video. As a matter of fact, let me do that now. Let me plug myself. Pause. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of pause. Yeah, no, I don't like that.
This is a whiskey for those who follow their own path. Bold, flavorful, award-winning whiskey.
Whiskey. Alright. Okay, moms.
Bye.
Alright, tap in, man. I'm not finna have y'all watch this because I'm not trying to waste nobody's time. As a matter of fact, I should be like, fuck y'all, man. Y'all niggas, go watch it, man. Tap in, man. Pull up to this and get the likes up, man. I'm at 80 likes. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. But what I was getting at is like in the way that people kind of are aware of my ability to utilize my movement to depict a lot of variations in rhythm. I was asked, where do I evaluate myself as far as a percentage to see up to 100%? How much do I think? Where do I place myself within that as far as a percentage? And I was like, I mean, maybe like a good 20, 15, like something real low. And when that question was asked to a lot of other people, they definitely had a higher percentage. You know what I mean? And to me, the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because when I was breaking down the way that I feel within it, it's because there's so much more that I do not know. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more that I know. Like, there's a lot of people who think they know, and there's a lot of people that are already, like, unless you've already done all the work. If you already ran, like, and experienced and went, like when I said ran, I meant ran through people. You already been to the top of the tops, and you stayed up there. If you already did all these things, then I think that would be more of an, Conrad with the blessings upon blessings upon blessings. I thought y'all was just going to let the doc work for free. You know what I mean? I thought y'all just didn't really care. And I mean, I just can't keep asking people to support, but Conrad, that 40 bomb, man. You know what I mean? Woo! Woo! I should be wearing a Metals Palace Gundam tee right now, but I didn't buy one. Don't make the same mistake I did. Hey, I mean, it doesn't get that much more clearer than that. Do I re-release the Gundam tees? The only reason why I didn't do that one specifically is because I changed my logo. So it makes it harder for me to figure out how I would want to place where the old M is and throw in the new one. But I mean, I could. The only thing is I'm just thinking with restocks, I know I'm going to restock a lot of the stuff that I've currently dropped. But thank you for sure, Conrad, for sure, man. That was major for me. I appreciate you in a real way, man. I'm going to drop the link right now. I know y'all not going to click it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't give a fuck. Don't make the same mistake he did. He literally gave y'all a forewarning, you know, and y'all still gonna make it anyway. Hit the link, metalspalace.com, man. Go copy some gear, man. Support the Palace, man, at all costs. Just based off of what a nigga be doing up here for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, just show love, man. You just gonna let people keep abusing me up in the Palace like that? Fuck no, I ain't gonna let it happen. I'll slap the shit out y'all. But please understand that a nigga is not doing this shit with pockets loaded. I be doing this shit on my own. And all the support is greatly appreciated. But at the same time, if you want to support the business, then you can just go ahead and just cop some gear, man, and make it happen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was talking about the aspects of my training. And so, like, when I'm thinking about the percentage, I really don't evaluate myself as being someone that is like, I think there's that balance. Everything is always the balance. But I feel like there are some people that go beyond and they think everything highly about themselves with less consideration about growth. There are some people that don't see enough of what they do to recognize the abilities that they have. I mean, I fall more into this bracket where I don't give myself enough credit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, within assessing what I do, I know there is still so much more to learn, which is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? So when I talk about that percentage, I know some people would think highly and be like, up 80, 70, whatever. And I only look at that as they think that then, based off the number, that there's only about 30% more of information that they need to obtain. 100 is 100. You know what I mean? That's it. That's the cap. That's the title. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really else to pursue. You've reached the max. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the case by any means. You know what I mean? I think there's too much that I've been able to, like I said, assess even in the growth of what I've done in the last year, where I recognize I have an ability to really knock a motherfucker out with what I do, but I just know there's still way more. There's still way more. Let me see what the likes is looking like. Did y'all even go here? I'm finna look stupid on stream. God damn it, this motherfucker's still at 80. Y'all, man. Y'all is a piece of work. I said go to the video and hit the like button. None of y'all did it. Y'all don't subscribe. Y'all don't donate. Y'all don't cop gear. Y'all don't support. Y'all know who you are. Y'all know who you are. So let's see, man. We done had a real good conversation. I mean, real good. That set a motherfucker up, man. My hoodie came in, by the way. Thank you so much, boss. No, thank you. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I want to speak on too, man. I really hope that at some point the thought of it helps within the promotion like shit. Because I know if it was somebody else, I know, you know how quick people are to like drop a link to someone that's already famous and drop they shit in chats or whatever, or post, you know. But it would be dope if people could drop a picture, you know. Like I need more accessibility to be able to share people, or to at least have people know motherfuckers be buying the shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm just glad you got it. You know, hopefully it fit proper. Hopefully the quality is to your liking, because I'm already knowing the quality is, you know, presidential. You know what I'm saying? Elite. Metal, have you seen Alex and I just never know how to say dude's name. Is it Feist? Is it PH? I don't know what this nigga's name is, but no, I have not seen that at Beyond the Moves. Seems like Majid is filming videos in NYC according to his stories. Yeah, he's probably getting it in, man. He's probably soaking in every bit of hip hop he can get out there in New York. You know what I'm saying? I have not seen Majid ever in the States to just battle by himself. No Frankie D in sight. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that he's with him, but I would assume if there was someone to come with him so he is not by himself, which I don't think he needs backup neither. But if he was to be with someone, I would think on that day it would be Frankie, because that's just his boy. That's his boy. That's his man. But again, shout out to everybody, man. Anybody that has supported, man, thank you. You know, I appreciate you guys 1,000%. The rest of your phonies, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, man. What else we got going on? I mean, let me pull up SKITZO. Let's rap about SKITZO, man. Cause I'm telling you, I was thrown off by this shit, man. I saw SKITZO. I said, hold on. SKITZO? Is that you, brother? And that was him. It was him, man, in the flesh. I think it's like Allah or something. What the fuck he has as his name? Let me just go to Madonna's page. You know, I can hold on. I didn't mean that. Isn't it like Allah? If I can't find him on Allah, I swear to God, I'm going to Madonna. I'm doing it. Where's her page at? Madonna? I typed in Schizo and that nigga didn't come up. Madonna, where you at? Madonna. Whoa. To be honest, I don't even know if he's still knocking. I don't know if he's still clapping them cheeks. Didn't somebody say clapping cheeks earlier? I don't know if he even. Because I don't see him nowhere. Maybe that's why he's back on the dancing. Maybe she let the little nigga go. She said, "You free, my son." Did y'all watch Black Panther? Damn, I forgot all about it. Did y'all watch Black Panther? Because I'll spoil the shit. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's a good motherfucking movie, though. I'll tell you, go watch that shit right now. Not just because the black card, neither. I don't see this nigga nowhere on here. Is it over? Is that why he... No, I'm just playing. So he ain't going to watch this shit. No way. He nowhere on the... Why is it so hard to find this nigga? Oh, shit. Why is it so hard to find his Instagram now? Maybe she released him. I found it. I said, oh, it's not Allah. Oh, yes it is. I don't give a damn. This nigga's right here. I found him. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Okay. It's his personal life. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't care. Blessings to him and everything he does. You know what I'm saying? Let's just start with this. Let's start with this. Let's see what this is. Ain't too many leaders in the field with they brights on. Chains of your life where you put your price. Grass cut up in the front, but you ain't. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Damn. I got something right here. I got a better one. Where's my polls? Where's my polls? What the fuck? Start a poll. Let's see. Let's just see. I just want to know. No. Let's just see. I just want to know. Don't mind me. Huh? What just happened? Alright, let me put this one on. Wait, what else you got on here? Huh? What else you got on here? Okay, I'm going back. What's this? This work. Hey. I see it. Off the back. Uh-oh. Huh? Uh-oh. Shots fired. That was sick. Hold on. Whoa. That was tight. Hold on. That was tight. Hold on. God dang. Woo, that glide was smooth. That backboard shit is hard. Hold that. All right, talk that talk right here. Watch this. Watch this. That's it. Pow, pow, he's slumping. He ain't seen nothing. That was tight. Huh? Oh, okay. Part 2, I guess. Nice. Pop my skate. How's that? How's tight? What you saying? Damn, y'all didn't even give Schizo a chance, huh? The reason why I feel like this make more sense than anything within what Wadey and Schizo did is because to me, musically, Schizo and Larry dance alike. You know what I mean? Like as far as timing is concerned, they don't really involve any type of consistency, and they just throw away moves. You know, like the shit got COVID on it or something, or you know, like they just abandon them. They just whatever they do and they do it like halfway. Them is halfway type niggas to me. Whatever they started, they is not finna finish. They gonna go to the next move and the next move and the next move and the next move and then the next move after that. But that's why I'm only assessing that to understand there's a lot of components that I feel like are very similar to where I think that matchup would make more sense than the one with him and Wade D. But that's why I would want to know. I thought y'all might give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? I thought y'all at least would say he was close, but I thought what he just did right there was tight. What y'all saying? Schizo should just go into flex and he would wash a lot of people. I don't know about that one. My boy official in the comments. Huh? Madonna got him doomed forever. There ain't no coming back for that. Hold on. My girl don't want y'all to see her with her bonnet and like half her face falling off. Hold on.
What? Half my face falling off? What you mean?
I didn't. No, cause
actually,
they can't see you.
Oh.
You said that.
I know.
You want to come over here?
Yeah, because I look good without makeup. Thank you.
I didn't say you didn't.
You said have my face falling off. What's
that got to do with makeup?
What you mean by that?
I mean, because if you take a look at your bonnet and the way, like, come here, like.
Anyways.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, go handle your business. I'm blessed. Madonna took Schizo's soul, sadly. Doc, you about to get beat up for that. I know. To be honest, he looks the same as he did in 2017. I mean, don't they all? That's why I said Larry and Schizo. I think they are very. What, Larry don't look the same? Y'all see me? Yeah, that's baby right there. Damn, y'all not even giving Schizo a chance. Maybe let's just watch it again. Let's just watch it again. She about to box you after stream? I believe it.
This work. Hey,
But that's why, I mean, it can kind of put us into this fantasy dance league because stylistically, Laurent is not the person that I would want to battle Schizo because he does not, the movements don't complement each other. Like, there are some people, right, that I feel like, regardless if they're the same style, I feel like it just makes sense because I feel like not necessarily movement is similar, but the level of which they do what they do, and I feel like it would just make sense to see that exchange. That could be a thing, even if they dance differently. But like, say Schizo and Wade, I don't feel like makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not a matchup that I personally would want to see because I just don't see that. Yo, new gear is heat. Coconut head. My hat would fit your coconut ass head. I'm just saying, if you want to copy some gear, brother, please, because the love you giving to it. Oh shit, my private photo is here. Here we go. Oh man, the bots is out. I just feel like Larry would show the difference between the both of them since they already dance alike. So again, they dance how they dance, like differently, but I feel like there is a similarity in what they do that is more of a matchup within how I feel like that would be a good matchup. Laurent versus Schizo, I don't think makes sense. Like, Laurent does a whole bunch of other things, but I feel like timing wise, movement, the fucking shiftiness of how they move and everything is like super fast and you know, like both of them niggas move like that. Both of them niggas don't hit not a consistent aspect of the beat, like or stay on it, you know, ever. You know what I mean? Like they jump. It's just like this, like sporadically on the music. He gonna be here, then he gonna be there, then he gonna be over here, then the movement is gonna be over there. It just go. That's to me, but it's a weapon. You will still get fucked up by it. You know, I'm talking my shit, but you will still get rocked. So I'm saying, I just feel like both of them doing that makes it. I want to see y'all battle, y'all two. I feel like that makes sense. You know what I mean? Laurent whole time is on the floor. You know what I mean? That's what I'm. Yeah, no, that don't make sense to me. But we can talk and sit here and be like, okay. Well, who do y'all think would be another matchup to get us into this dance league shit? Who do y'all feel like you probably never gonna see battle, right? It's all fantasy. Or even the chances of it happening. Like, again, the tie-dyes versus Larry and Laurent one. I never even considered that. But the fact that happened, I'm telling you today, it'll never happen again. I mean, ever. But who would you want to see that you just think, one, this makes the most sense, or just because within the status of their name or their level, whatever, Laurent versus Miho, I don't know if that makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't personally see it, but that's valid. That's one. Alex versus Slim, yeah. Two nonchalant motherfuckers. Yeah. I don't know. It just depends. Like, I haven't seen Alex, like, I'm not saying it's not capable. I just haven't seen Alex really attack anything in a while to make me feel like he I just want that drive. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it because in the past few battles, I feel like he's been very like lethargic, kind of. It just like it's like he just goes through the motions, you know. And I just kind of the assertiveness behind the movement, I would want to see like I fucked you up. I just, you know, like the combinations of how everything is built within. Like I feel like I want to see that. What names we got? What names we got, man? Give me something. Give me something more. I'm not seeing nothing. Laurent versus Miho. I don't see that. I don't see Laurent versus Miho. Or I don't see it. I don't know. I could be bugging, but I don't see it. That like I'm gonna keep going. Is not releasing the final. He cooked Rubik's out of speech. Wait, what? How do you know that they're not releasing it? Wait, you're 1,000%? You're 1,000%. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't want to watch that. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay, y'all giving a lot of names now. Jesus. We got 54 people in here. Let's get the likes up. Let's do that first. I gotta make sure I plug in the shits. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and maybe get some people to buy some gear. That's all some gear. MetalsPalace.com, man. Join the Discord. Join the Discord too. There's a lot of, I know, you gotta click some buttons. I know, I get it. I know. Very, very difficult, I know. Come on, man. Somebody right now, man. I know y'all got the juice, man. I know somebody gonna do it, man. I know y'all is not finna fold and let me down right now. Y'all saying Rubik's versus, okay, Rubik's versus Fiction. I don't, yeah. No, Rubik's has leveled up. I mean, Fiction has leveled up in the crump areas of his dance. I would want to see that just because of the names and everything that they were talking. I would want to see that. Not necessarily everything to be something that's more so related to just skill, but with the evolving skill and the name, I would want to see that. My ears are done. Hey, man. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Larry versus Green Tech. Oh, whoa. After that slap? Damn, I never thought about that. MT Pop versus Paradox. I don't know. Nothing is hidden. I don't think y'all saying the right ones. I don't know. Let me take a look at this. My man's created a ranking list, right? I didn't even look at it yet. Damn, I don't even know which. He posted like 3 times. I don't fucking know which one I'm supposed to look at. Let's start with, oh my lord, this shit is super small. Okay, I got it now. I don't know what this is, but we're finna find out. Metal versus good God. You guys in this Keftin shit. I really don't care, but